Welcome back, I'm Quinnan, and today we're going to be doing the third part of our Pong game in Python. But before we do that, I want to tell you guys a little story. So, a couple days ago, I'd been working on making a bootable USB for the Ubuntu Linux distro. So, this is the USB that I'd been working with, and at the same time that I was working on that, I had this SD card plugged into my computer, which this SD card contained the last 2 years of all the family photos and videos. Both devices are 16 gigabytes, and this SD card was almost full. So when making a bootable USB, some first formats it, then makes the USB. Well, sometimes it fails, or it's not as good a format as if you format it before creating the bootable USB. So I went to format it, and then everything went well until at 99%, and that's when it died. So then I looked down, and this chip was in the computer. So Marty had been sitting beside me at his computer over here during the whole time. So we're going to get his take on the situation here.
So I'm just coding away on my computer, right? I'm like Linux in a way. And then also I just hear him just say, uh-oh. Now, there's a couple different types of uh-oh that comes from this guy here. One is, well, uh-oh, I mean, I just farted, which, after I boot him outside a couple minutes, then it's fine. But this uh-oh, you can kind of tell, because if you live with them long enough, uh-oh means not good at all. So I'm like, so I already am irritated, because it's just, what? Because I know it's something bad. So he says, was this chip in? I'm like, and I look, he's formatting something. I'm like, Quinnan, is that? And he's like, yeah, the chip's in. No! Pulls it out. Quick, Marty, try it on your computer. These pictures have got to be here. I plug them in. They're not here, buddy. This is a joke, right? You have backup, right?
So it's safe to say that my dad wasn't too pleased. I mean, in the end, things didn't turn out too bad. I'm still working on trying to recover the data, because with any device that stores data, the data never truly leaves the device. Once it's on there for good. And the only, like, when you format something, all it does is it's overwriting stuff. So there still is ways that you can recover data that's been formatted, and like using DD rescue, stuff like that. Alright, so as you'll recall, this is right where we left it off. We had the ball and the screen here. We were using the terminal to compile it. We had the code in here. So we're just going to exit out of that. So what we're going to be working on here once again is ball movement and collision detecting. So the first thing that we're going to do is these values here, that self.x, self.y values, we need to change them. So our self.y value we're going to have is -3, and our self.x value is starts, and then in square brackets we're going to say 0. So that's just saying that if we save this, we're just going to save this and run this a second now. So then we'll run the program again, and there the ball goes. Ball kind of randomly moves out. So in the self.draw class, we're going to add some more goodies here. We're going to say if position is 1 in square brackets, we'll say is 1 and greater than or equal to 0. Then in the next line, remember, tabbing is vital to this. We'll say self.y equals 3. So this is saying, so the y goes up and down, the x goes across the screen. So it's saying when it hits the bottom of the screen, or position 1, the ball will bounce upwards in an upward manner. So on the next line of code, we do a similar thing. If position, then square brackets, we'll say 3 this time, because 3 is going to be the other y, it's going to be the top of the screen, is greater than or equal to self.canvas underscore height. Same thing as in this line right here, right where we set this. This is where we're using that value right now. So I have self.canvas.height. Oop, I think we actually did forget some semicolons on this line. So don't forget them semicolons. They are crucial. Alright, so then on the next line, remember the tabbing. We say self.y equals -3. Alright, so now this is the up and down collision. The next line that we want to do is if position square brackets is 0 and greater than or equal to 0, then semicolons, hit enter. And then on the next line, then we say self.x equals 3. Alright, so then since we've got the 4 corners or 4 sides to every window, we only need to do 4 of these. So the fourth one will be 2. So if position 2 is so back in here in position 3, this line here, you want to change that less than symbol to a greater than symbol. And then on position back on this line here, we want to say f is greater than or equal to self.canvas underscore width. Then with semicolons, hit enter. Next line, we say self.x equals -3. So just hit save. There's our Control S, and then in the terminal, once again you want to type Python and then the name of the file with the .py extension at the end to compile it in Linux. If you are using the Windows or the Windows Python IDE, then you just want to hit F5 or however you wish to run it. So then just hit enter, and our ball is bouncing around the screen. So we've got collision detecting, but so far we've successfully gotten ball bouncing around the screen. So I hope this video helped you guys out. If you like what we do, be sure to leave a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. We appreciate every subscriber, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.